Patriotic music played as more than 150 members of the diocesan faith community arrived at Holy Family Catholic Church in Saginaw July 1st for the Mass for Freedom.
What we want is to do the will of God as we come to know it and understand it and embrace it. And when we speak of the freedom of religion, we're speaking of that freedom, not to do whatever we want selfishly, not to feed our own indulgences and pleasures. We celebrate the freedom to follow Jesus.
Recognizing in a special way those who have died in the defense of freedom, Bishop Cistone called upon the faithful to pray for all veterans and military men and women who served the United States. He also shared a personal story about his own father who served in World War II.
He carried with him a little prayer book, and that little prayer book, that metal cover, has a little indentation in it. And he just simply said that book, that prayer book, saved his life. Because the indentation was from a bullet. And now I have that prayer book. I treasure it. Not just because it belonged to my father, but because it's a symbol of what this country stands for.
A procession from Holy Family to Veterans Memorial Plaza at Hoyt Park provided an opportunity to honor all servicemen and women.
Well, these guys are sort of forgotten, and this brings them back to life a little bit. And I'm glad my sister told me about it. Otherwise, I'd have been disappointed not to be here.
Through the power and working of your Holy Spirit, you call us to live out our faith in the midst of the world, bringing the light and the saving truth of the gospel to every corner of society.
The protection of religious freedom remains a concern to many. Those who gathered together believe it is important to show support.
I just hope we can keep religious freedom in our country. Sometimes I worry about it, with the different issues that are being debated right now with the contraceptive issue.
It's important because not everybody around the world has those freedoms. And we're so fortunate here in this country to be celebrating something like this that is so beautiful.
A special collection was taken during the Mass to benefit wounded warriors, as well as Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, or TAPS. The Mass and procession took place during the Fortnight for Freedom, a period of prayer and action being commemorated in dioceses across the country from June 21st to July 4th to address the current challenges to religious liberty.
When we have the opportunity just to stay within ourselves, celebrate Mass, do what it is we do best, pray and celebrate Eucharist, it's always successful.